What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. It's your boy Brocodile on the Marco versus my opponent on the Doffy. I'm at the Toy Factory locals out in Durham, North Carolina. Very, just a little small game store. I was out on Thanksgiving weekend and decided I wanted to go play a match. Go play a little tourney. By the way, for the record, I went 3-1 in this tournament. I only lost the first round, but I won the next three. Yeah, and I only filmed this match. I'm really sorry, guys. So, of course, a day I do real good, I don't wind up filming. I didn't wind up filming for a variety of reasons. The rounds are moving pretty fast, so their table was weird, so it was hard for me to set up. So, yeah, I only managed to get this match on film because I didn't want to slow everybody down because I wanted to film everything. So, I wanted to get back and just enjoy time with my peoples, with my, enjoy my little weekend out of the town because I'm usually up in New York. So it was nice to be out in North Carolina for the weekend. But whatever. Anyways, to the match. Okay. So, boom. I start up here. I went first, as you saw. Leader affected. Put the blocker Doffy down. I don't know why I did that. I think, to be honest with y'all, I think it's because I didn't have the Sanji, so I'm like, fuck it. Let me not even worry about that 9 down play, I guess. I don't know what I was really thinking, honestly, to tell you the truth. I just, I just decided to put him down. I was like, fuck it. I can't remember my exact line of logic going forward with that. I think I was really just focused on getting more removal, which Doffy would help me do, but, yeah. I think I just wanted to really can't tell y'all. Really cannot tell y'all exactly why I put the Doffy down. But I did, you know what I mean? I think I had 2 3 down plays. I know I had Ivankov, and I felt like I guess I wanted to do Ivankov more there. So, but yeah, so anyways, I did manage to play out Haruda, which his abilities allows me to do one rested Don on, move one rested Don. So yeah, he allows me to take one rested Don and put him move one rested Don to one of my leaders or characters each turn as an activate main, which basically lets me use my leader effect for free or do more aggression, which is something I want to do because I don't want to just let Doffy sit there and free cast all day. But mainly it's really just for the leader effect. I really just want to be able to use my leader effect nonstop. And he also combos very well with Ivankov because he's a 2 Don, which Ivankov allows me to play a 2 Don character from the top of my deck when I play him. So anyways, yeah, I took the 5K swing he did there. I didn't have much counter I could throw out of hand at that point because I wanted to keep Marco in case he had Teach, and yeah. So I just took his first swing, whatever. I usually take the first one no matter what. Rare, unless it's like a card I just want to discard. Very I don't give a fuck about. But you can't really see the cards because of the glare there. But he did do Jinbei and Law, which the Law effect allowed him to put my 4-cost Haruda back in hand, which is a little annoying. But it's not the end of the world because I'm going to play him back out with Ivankov this turn. Watch this. See, look. Leader effect. Bah. Because look, I wanted to keep Marco in the field. I wanted to, yeah, watch this play. See, this play I felt pretty nice about. I managed to kill the Law with Seaquake and still get some bodies on the board thanks to Ivankov and Haruda. So this turn right here, I basically managed to slow down his board and get my board back and do a 7,000 swing. So watch this, boys. I'm about to swing at this man for 7,000. So yeah, this felt pretty good. Yeah, Haruda really does help, I'll be honest. He's pretty useful. I switched him out for the Duvals because I was having a problem with his deck versus Senor Lucci because I felt like I can't really beat him in the long-term removal game. So I put Haruda in there to go more aggro. And reality, I don't think that's a very good idea because Haruda's just going to get killed. But I guess if he has to use removal to kill Haruda instead of something else, maybe I'm coming up. I don't know. I haven't got to test this new deck Blizz versus Lucci or whatever. But, yeah. So, oh wait, he did take a life. Hold up. Alright. So, yeah. So basically, that's basically my whole turn right there. Yeah, I could have, because it didn't make sense. Obviously, I didn't want to use. Basically, I could have used Fire Fist there, but I didn't want to just Fire Fist two 5,000 targets. I felt like that was one of my problems with Marco too much. Is like in this matchup, basically what I would do was I would just Fire Fist the first two targets he put down. Like if there was two 5Ks, I'm just Fire Fisting them both. But I realize I'm starting to like um, be more reserved, I guess. Like not just blowing my cooldowns on the first thing I see. You know what I mean? Like really thinking it through. Like being like, okay, you know what? Um, not, I'm not letting him put the law back in hand. I see he just searched for a boa now, so I know the boa is coming. Boa is something I do want to kill. He doesn't have a lot of cards that continuously use effects again, but at the same time, uh, the Fire Fist kill is a 5,000 4,000, so I'm gonna have to lower one of the six cost powers to 4,000 or 5,000 and 3,000 with my leader effect. Basically just to get the Fire Fist off. So if I have to use that 2,000, save it for a 6,000 play. Like basically I can do a Jinbei plus something else, plus a 6K when I use Fire Fist. So because he put two 5,000s down there, even though I did want to kill both of them, I definitely felt it'd be better to kill something that get the most value out of it, which is killing a 6 cost and a 4 cost. I mean 6,000 and a 4,000 power, 6,000 and 5,000 power creature, instead of just two 5Ks. You know what I mean? Yeah, basically just I had the Sequake to use there, so let me use that instead of basically just popping it just to pop them. You know what I mean? Like I could have played. I didn't have to rush that down. So yeah, he swings 5,000 at me there. Another thing too, sorry, before go I counter out, but whatever. Another thing too is that okay, the when he goes. Another thing too is like okay, so basically when he. So another thing is too is okay. I could have used the Fire Fist, and Fire Fist requires me to discard an event. So technically, I could use Fire Fist there, and discarded Seaquake. But because I didn't have enough events in hand in order to use it, I only had three events there. Fire Fist, Seaquake. If I would use Fire Fist and Seaquake, I don't know if I would have seen another event. I don't run a super high amount of events in the deck. So I don't know if I would have seen another event to use the other Fire Fist. Granted, I could have got rid of my leader ability, but for me, it made sense to make use of the Seaquake, which I could use just for one Don that turn. That's basically it. So, anyways, last turn, okay, I took an extra life. I dropped one 2K counter, and I'm not super stressed here. It's 2 life to 4 life, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm playing this in a longer game. Like I know Doffy runs out of gas, and you guys will see. So boom, I dropped this blocker Doffy now. I'm trying now. I'm organizing. I run 4 blocker Doffys. That's another reason I got rid of him too. I think I run 4 blocker Doffys. I don't know. I think I run around 4 Ivankovs too. But uh, the blocker Doffy, I do want to. He does come in a lot of handy. So I don't know if it was the best idea to drop it earlier, but uh, I got another one back now. So now I use it now. Organize top 5 cards in my deck, as y'all see real quick. Um, Activate, and then look, Haruda's doing work, bro. I'm getting so much value out of him, dude. I get so much value out of Haruda this whole tournament. It's crazy. Like I'm actually really loving the card. Again, I don't know if it's gonna help the reason I put him in, which is the black matchups, but it does help me out a lot. Look, now I can swing into his 5,000s with Haruda too. Can't do that with Duval. Boom. This is like he's really fucking Doffy up with that shit, bro. So now I make him drop a counter just to protect his Jinbei. Look at that. 3,000 into it. Boom. Alrighty. So, and I think I do the whole 6,000 swings. Yeah, I killed that Jinbei. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm keeping your board on lock right now, bro. Ivankov, pudding, bam. So basically, that pudding lets you put her activate mana, just put her back in your hand. So basically, you can use your leader effect for a turn, draw a card, put her back on top of your deck. If you play out Ivankov, you basically got to draw for free because you don't have to cite. You didn't put a card back in your deck because you got her right back with Ivankov, if that makes sense. So that's why that combo is really good. She's a 2K counter, super useful with Ivankov, you know. So yeah, great combo. Ivankov really puts in a lot of work with this deck. I was really against him at first, but now I'm seeing the power of him now. He's super, super useful. His ability to swing. Here, let me just put him up on screen real quick. So yeah, basically the ability to cheat characters out, plus letting you draw when you have 6 or less cards in hand on attack. So if he sticks, he's a huge problem. Huge fucking problem, man. I've definitely been a huge fan of him in the deck, way more than I thought I would be. So yeah, he lets you keep hand advantage, so you keep countering, because you're a 4-life leader, so you need all that counter. Like, I'm running, I think, about 11 or 12 2Ks in the deck, plus, 4 blockers, you know what I mean? And a shit ton of removal. Yeah, you need that. So, yeah, here we go. Let's see, I believe action's on him right now. I fucked up the last turn. I did leave with 1 Don unused, which I hate to do, but sometimes it happens, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's very important to plan out your turns ahead of time. Make sure you don't leave any Don untapped, you know what I mean? Or unused, rather. I should have, if I didn't manage to tap it to summon something, I should have used it to swing with something, you know what I mean? Like, I could have technically put him on that Haruda and managed to swing at the leader that turn if I would have did the 4K into Jinbei with Haruda. You get what I'm saying? Little stuff like that adds up, man. Little stuff like that really adds up in this game. So yeah, boom, he drops the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. I love that. He used 7 Dawn to get rid of 2 weak-ass cards. Granted, those cards are strong. Granted, he did just clear my board, technically. But look at that. That is so heavy to get rid of those cards. He just wants them gone, though. He's like, fuck, I'm sick of these damn cards. That was such a huge fucking mistake from him. Huge mistake. Granted, I don't run a lot of 6 cost characters, but still, dropping that much Dawn to get rid of my board was very, very, very expensive. He got rid of 3 costs for 7 Dawn. That's not a. Some people may argue, well, yeah, he cleared your board, this, that, the third, whatever, fine. Maybe you're right, but the way it looks to me is he used a lot of Dawn to clear characters that were a nuisance, but not a huge nuisance. Doffy didn't have to go right away. Doffy's a blocker. He didn't have to get rid of my Doflamingo right away. Ivankov, he could have waited till next turn and probably swung into it. You know what I mean? He didn't have to do all that. But he did. So look, I swing 5K and he takes it. That's interesting sign right there. It means he's looking for cards or something. And then I 9-drop into the Sanji. I do the 9-drop Sanji into the Newgate, Ratver. Basically, that's a beast combo. So here, I'm gonna pull him up on the screen for you real quick. So the Sanji on play lets me play 1 character from the top of my deck that's 9 or less. So basically, I'm doubling up. I am doubling up there. So, and by the way, how'd I set that up? With the Doflamingo or my leader effect. Either or works. Remember, top of my deck. So that's what I set up. And the character I set up with that was, so him on play, I get to move 1 rested Dawn to my leader or one of my characters. So basically free leader effect. And activate main, destroy 5,000 or less. So using my leader ability, which lets me bring a character down by 2,000, I can kill a 7,000 character right away. So granted, I didn't get to play he only had a 5,000 power or less character, but whatever. I managed to clear his board, and I played out a 7 cost because it was available. You know what I mean? Like, granted, of course, you would want to try to obviously play a 9 cost character, but I still got a good character out. Well, anyways, back to the match. Sorry, he drops Gum Gum Red Rock, which lets him put 1 character at the bottom of my deck. So unfortunately, he does get rid of Newgate, And now he Jinbeis and Boa's here, which, if y'all remember what I was talking about earlier, this is exactly what I've been saving my Fire Fist for. This right here. So boom, right now, if I had thrown Fire Fist away, those characters would be sitting there. Newgate's gone. I got nothing really to handle it with. Granted, I did get another event here, so I do have the Batmaner's Kick course. But at the end of the day, he he could have came, but that was a decent play. He used 6 Don, he used 10 Don, got rid of my big threat, the Newgate, and on top of that, got 2 characters on the field. I could be in a stressful situation right here, but thankfully I did save my Fire Fist. And this was honestly again crazy draw. I got lucky and sorry for the glare, guys. I'm really sorry about that. It really sucks to see that shit, but yeah. So here we go. I'm looking here and thinking about my plays. I do a leader effect, put 1 card up, put 1 card on top of the deck. I don't think I have another Sanji play here, but I just didn't want to get rid of any of the cards. I think I wanted to keep the cards, so that's basically why I held on to them. But yeah, now here we go. Fire Fist, full effect right here, baby. Full effect Fire Fist. And I'm debating dropping the Bad Manners, and I'm like, no, fuck it. I dropped the Fire Fist. I'm like, I'm not gonna be sitting here. Maybe it might have came in handy to use it again, but at this point, I'm like, no. I see that he's starting to weaken down because I remember that turn before he didn't have any counter. I remember the turn I played Sanji Newgate. I remember that turn he took a 5,000 swing and didn't do anything. So that by him taking that 5,000 swing the turn before, he basically told me he does not have much counter. Because granted, yeah, he might have felt safe going on a 2 life, but still, I'm looking at it this way. He, I had 9 Don untapped when I swang for 5,000. That was such a free counter that if I felt like if he had it, he would have countered. You get what I'm saying? Like he wouldn't have taken that so easily. A 5,000 swing, unless he really needed cards, hypothetically, maybe. But he showed me that. So the reason I used both Fire Fist there was I'm not gonna keep playing the removal game with him. At this point, I want to spin. I want to keep the Batman's Kick course to keep my characters on board, so I can make sure I can finish them off ASAP at this point. And look at it, boom! Right after I played the Ace, put 1 Don on, swing 7,000 at him, he took it. Boom! Then 9 cost Sanji, swing at him, the 9K attack from Sanji, he took that too. He's got no fucking counter. So at this point, I am pushing him. I'm like, yo, fuck the Fire Fist. That's why I dropped the Fire Fist there and the other Fire Fist. And because then again, same thing before. Let's say I would use that Fire Fist and the Badman's Kick Horse, I would still be sitting there with a Fire Fist and no other fucking event. So it's like, yo, fuck it. Use the other Fire Fist with it. Get both of those out of my hands. Save the Bad Manners to protect the character on board, so I can secure lethal in the following turn. I almost debated not giving him all those cards in hand by swinging into his life so much right there. So you saw how I kept. Sometimes you can lose matches by when they're low on cards in hand, hitting their life when you can't secure lethal. Sometimes it's better to just weaken them a little bit and then and then don't give them as many cards in their hand that can potentially save them the game. Because hypothetically, I could have given them a card like. Granted, Gravity Blade wouldn't have saved him there because Sanji's too big. But who knows? I could have given him like another. I could have given him a double Jinbei combo, hypothetically there. That could have had me in a sticky situation. Double Jinbeis with blockers, that could have fucked me up big time. So yeah, he drops the boa right there that freezes a character. That's the 6 cost boa. That boa prevents one of my characters from attacking and puts a character that's cost 1 less at the bottom of the deck. So kind of helpful in the situation for a little bit of stall, but a lot of Dofies don't run her anymore because she doesn't really help your rush game as much. But he frees one of my characters, puts down Teach, which allows him to, that 2 cost Teach allows him basically to move 2 rested Don to one of his characters and put a card on top of his deck, which works well with Dofi's leader effect, which allows him to play a character from the top of his deck if it's a Warlord. So yeah, basically, it's a really good card. That allows him to go super aggro and use leader effect at the same time. Very strong in his deck. If he would have had it earlier, this game might have been completely different. But yeah, he swings 8 at me, and at my ace rather, and look, boom, he cheats out the little law. But again, I had that bad manners kick horse, so with that 8,000 swing into my 6,000 cost character, boom, 9,000 right there, saved, saved. And granted, yeah, would I still been able to kill him this turn with a 15k swing on Marco? Probably yes, but who knows? If he would have dropped a blocker there, I definitely would have needed both swings. So, thankful that bad manners was very useful there, and that was a game right there. Um, yeah. Some final thoughts. So the guy, he wasn't the best Dofi player. I know he primarily plays Boa, and his deck was kind of like built kind of like Boa as well there. But Dofi's still a very strong deck. Like y'all saw the amount of characters he was cheating out bringing out every turn. He didn't use leader effect a lot there, which I did, looking back at it, I did realize. But just the Jimbeis and stuff he was able to come out with, very heavy. Again, yeah, he didn't have a lot of leader effects there. I think he was really relying on Teach. I think he relied heavily on Teach there instead of Perona, because I didn't see any Peronas from him, any Peronas from him that game, which usually allows him to, uh, organize the top 5 cards of his deck like I do with my 3-cost Dofi blocker. But yeah, again, my Marco build definitely does pretty well into Dofis. It doesn't always go down like y'all saw there, obviously. A lot of times Dofi just beats my face in. But shit worked out well there. But yeah, that's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hope you all enjoyed the match, and y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace.